What's up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and I am here today with the review for we'll do Love After Lockup. This is season 4, episode, I don't know what the hell it is, 34, 35, 15, whatever. But this is Love After Lockup season 4. I don't know why I repeated that. The episode is titled Felons for Life, you guys. So before we just go ahead and get into the review, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed to the channel yet, then do me a solid favor and please stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know you can do me that favor by liking the video, you guys, subscribing to the channel, and turning on your post notifications. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and discuss Love After Lockup, shall we? All right, you guys, so we're gonna talk about Justine and Michael. So you guys remember what happened in the last episode with Justine and Michael, and the fact that, you know, Justine and Michael's family got into it with each other, right? So, you know, Justine is just telling Michael, like, you know, your family's overprotective of you, but that's the same way I am when it comes to my kids. And I'm like, I understood Justine in last week's episode, and I still understand Justine. It was the way that they were, you know, they were basically, it was like they were calling Justine a bad influence. And it's just like, it ain't that, you know, Michael has decided to marry her. So obviously he feels good about her being around his children. So I just didn't understand where his mother was coming from, right? So she says that, you know, she'll apologize to his mother, but she expects an apology in return. And I absolutely believe she is deserving of an apology. So then we see as Michael and Justine, so he told her in the episode that, you know, he needs to meet up with Mocha so that they could talk about business, right? So they do meet up with Mocha, and, you know, we find out what, you know, Michael's stage name is. His stage name is Montana Mills, right? So they were having a conversation. You know, I guess Michael has been, you know, coming up with some songs while he was in prison. So they're going to work on getting him a deal. And so Michael and Mocha went to a little secluded room, and, you know, Michael spit some lyrics for him. And okay, I was like, okay, Michael. I joke about Michael, but okay, I'm like, I still want to buy your music, but I'd give you a string, you know, for real. So they go back and they sit down. So Mocha was talking about Michael's wedding ring and the fact that, you know, Michael can't wear his ring. And I was like, why the fuck not? Like, I was with Justine, he's not taking his wedding ring off. Like, what do y'all, I mean, there are a lot of rappers these days now that are married. So what are we talking about? I mean, I know, and let's keep it real. Even with some of these rappers being married, some of them still cheat. Women still slide into their DMs. So what does the wedding ring, I mean, it tells people that he's married, but some people don't respect that. So what are we really talking about here? Well, let's pause here and move forward. All right, you guys, so next up, let's talk about Eris and Cameron real quick. So we see Eris, we find out that Cameron got locked up again, right? So Cameron failed a breathalyzer. So he was into, you know, last episode we saw her, she dropped him off at the halfway house, right? So I guess he went out for the night or whenever. He went back to the halfway house. They did a breathalyzer on him. He failed it. So they sent his ass back to jail. Now she says that he told her that he had only one drink. And we saw the phone conversation where he said he only had one drink. So now Eris is going to go pick up Cameron from the jail again. Now, I was noticing Eris' shirt. I'm like, girl, why do you have on this shirt? It's a t-shirt of two titties and the nipples are pierced. I was like, okay. So she goes to pick up Cameron, right? When Cameron comes out, he looks, I mean, his beard is, but he's been in jail. So what do I expect? So he get down on one knee and proposes to Eris. Now, I was thinking she was going to say no, but nope, Eris said yes. I was like, why? You know, I mean, I know the heart wants what the heart wants, but I don't, that should be that should give you caution. That would be caution for me. The fact that you went to the halfway house, you went out, You couldn't. You say you had one drink, but obviously you have more than that. If you felt a breathalyzer, that don't give you pause, and then you're gonna bring him around your daughter. I just always have an issue with that, with the men and the women who bring these. And again, I'm not saying that just because you go to prison that you're automatically a bad person for life, but I'm just saying that I say that with anybody, be if they went to prison or not. Why would you just want to bring somebody random, somebody that you don't, just bring a new person around your kids, right? Because I don't know if he's a random person, and I don't know if he's somebody that she doesn't really know that well, but it's somebody that your child doesn't know that well. So I just wouldn't do it, just me personally. But hey, it is what it is. You know, she's gonna do what she's gonna do, right? But she accepted his proposal for marriage, and then, you know, he wants to get married, you know, right then, right there. Eris is, on the other hand, she's like, no, she wants to have a wedding. She wants to invite her family. She wants to invite her friends. I'm cool with that, right? I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. And also, you guys, so I think I have told you guys this before, so I do not watch the episode right when it, sometimes I watch it when it airs, sometimes I don't. So if I do miss anything in the episode, you guys can always feel free, because on the repeat, they cut stuff, and I realized that I'm like, why do y'all cut stuff? But I don't think they cut anything. I don't think I missed anything too much. I don't think. But let's pause here and move on. Next up, you guys, Gabby and Chris. I still don't see it for Gabby and Chris. Oh, I was about to call him a gremlin, and I just did. God, he looks like a gremlin. You know, beauty is in the eye. I'm gonna say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I know people might not find me attractive, and that is fine. I couldn't care less. But Chris, the fact that, so let me backtrack. Chris and Gabby. You guys remember the last time we saw Gabby and Chris? Chris went to the train station. He told her to come pick him up, right? So she said that she wasn't gonna come, but eventually Gabby showed up. Actually, while they were on the phone, Gabby was walking up to him, right? But Gabby is still upset about Chris talking to other women. I'm just still trying to figure out why Gabby is doing all of this behind Chris. Of all the people in the world, you do this behind Chris. God, that man look like Flavor Flav's love child. Ooh. So he asked her where the car was. She said the car is in the shop. They got into an argument about that. I, for the life of me, don't understand why Gabby and Chris are in a relationship with each other. It's volatile. It's toxic. It's a mess. So they went to again. She's still in. So she knows that he didn't have his ring on, right? And she said, "Where's your ring?" So he told her he threw his ring away. He asked her, "Where's your ring?" She said, "I threw my ring away." I was like, "So y'all both just as stupid and childish." I just don't understand those two. So at one point, Chris had the audacity to tell Gabby that he's the catch. I was like, say what now? You're the catch. I was about to say it again, but yeah, I'm gonna be nice. Chris is a catch. Ladies, let me know in the comment section. Would you ladies pick Chris? Of all the men, if Chris was the last man on earth, would you ladies get with Chris? Let me know. Or would you just say, let's say God said, that is the last man on earth, and I want you to recreate civilization with him. Would you do it? I bet you the answer is no for a lot of you. So they walking, right? So they walk into Gabby's apartment. They arguing the whole entire way to her apartment, and I'm just like, Chris, why don't you just, I get that and I get the reason why he had to do it is because he's paroled to her place. I would have called my PO office and said, switch my shit to my mama's house. Like, I'd rather be in the projects than with Gabby, because Gabby is just a lot. Now, let me know in the comment section, is Chris back in jail for what happened with him and Gabby? Him abusing Gabby? Let me know that in the comments. So at one point, Chris was standing outside and Gabby was upstairs. And I was like, what's the purpose? So Chris Ashley was about to leave, and he said he's gonna go to his mom's, and she said, "Christopher, come upstairs." I was like, "Oh my, these two are stupid, stupid, immature." Let's pause here with these two nutcases and move on. The next person that we're gonna talk about is Ashley and Travis, you guys. So I just really, every time I see Ashley, she just kind of, first of all, it's the fact that her hair is never done. It's like, girl, do you brush your hair? Do you comb your hair? What do you do to it? Then after I get past the hair, it's I don't know if she needs medication, because it seems like she's imbalanced. Because she's, it's almost she's crying. I'm like, lady, why are you crying so much, right? So we see her and Travis. So they are going to, I think they were at the beach, and she had a metal detector, right? And I'm like, girl, you might want to take that metal detector and break that mother, right? Because you sell jewelry, right? Antique jewelry. What if he go metal detecting in your house and find your shit and steal your shit? Because I just really feel like Travis is just looking for a quick, I mean, the man said he robbed a bank. And in 30 seconds, he said he got $3,500. I'm like, sir, that's not a lot of money to brag about. $3,500 is gone quicker than you can say, like, $3,500. I was expecting the man to say he got at least $10,000 or $20,000, but no, he got $3,000. Sir, that's not a lot of money, but okay, I'm gonna let Travis have it, right? But once again, Ashley, I really think you're getting taken for a fool, and you look like one. I really think Ashley's getting taken for a fool. I think this man's gonna rob her blind. I'm sorry, sis, I just don't see it. You might be happy right now, but I just think that happiness is gonna be uber short-lived. But I'm gonna pray for you. That's really all I can do for you, sis. Because again, I think you're getting conned. I really believe Ashley is getting conned. So let's pause here and move forward. Now, you guys, let's talk about Nathan and Skyler. Oh, God, Nathan and Skyler. I don't know which one freaks me out more. I don't know if it's Nathan or if it's Skyler, because they both got some issues with them. And he's scary, but she's scary too. No. So Travis, I guess they had a good night with each other, and Travis woke up, and Travis is in a better mood than he was the previous day. I was like, baby, this is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. If I've never saw it in my life, right? So he says, babe, come down here and eat your breakfast. When she went downstairs to see what their breakfast was, I was like, what in the hell is that shit? I think she said it was a muffin. I saw some oranges. I don't know what all that crap was. Maybe it would have been better if he just had the muffin on a plate, the oranges peeled in a little saucer or whatever, and whatever that other shit was, maybe had that on, I don't know. He put all this shit together, but it looked like he's still living that prison lifestyle. I would have been like, I'm a starve. I'm good. So, like I said, they both tripped me out, right? So Skyler is going to be going out with her friend to get her hair done today. And Nathan feels a way about that. Now, when Nathan was talking, I was like, it just sounds a little controlling. But when we met Skyler and her friend Gracie, I was like, I see why he was feeling the way he felt. Because they met in prison, right? And they just give double toil and trouble. Because Gracie is in the halfway house. Gracie has basically snuck out of the halfway house to hang out with Skyler. I was like, so you really risked your freedom for that? And this isn't the first time that this happened, right? They went out once before, and they went to TJ Maxx while they were working at, I think Skyler said she was working at a country club, her lunch break. She took a lunch break to go to TJ Maxx. I was like, girl, if it wasn't approved, then why did you think that you should have went? So Skyler is talking to Gracie, basically telling Gracie like, hey, I've been texting him all day, and since I've gotten out of prison, he's been. Now I don't know how long she's been out of prison. I think it's just been a day, but she's been texting him and he hasn't been responding to her. And she says normally when he's at work, he'll text her. Or well, he'll be trying to communicate with her. Again, both of them are creepy as fuck. She's wondering if maybe he's gone back to their drug of choice. Again, their drug of choice. I said it last week and I'll say it again this week. How in the hell are y'all alive? No shade. Y'all done fentanyl. There are so many people who overdose on that, but they're still here. I was about to say something else, but we definitely gonna keep that comment to myself. We definitely gonna keep that little comment to myself. Let's pause here and wrap up this episode. So you guys, I saved Monique and Derek for dead ass last. Cause I got so much shit to say when it comes to Monique and Derek, and most specifically, Monique. So we see Derek. So Derek has an ankle monitor on, so he was charging his ankle monitor. So Derek and Monique, they are getting ready to go out for the day. Derek wants to go open a bank account, right? Now, remember, previous episode, Derek wanted to go to the casino, but they couldn't get into the casino because I think Monique said Derek didn't even have an ID or a driver's license. One of the two. So they go to the bank and Derek wants to open up a savings account and a checking account, right? He has a check in his hand. So the guy asks him for 2 forms of identification. So he gives him his ID, but he doesn't have anything else. So he looks at Monique and is like, I sent you my birth certificate, right? Now, I didn't like the way he was talking to Monique about the, her, if it was something else that she was looking for, she would find it quickly. I'm like, I didn't like that particularly, but it is what it is, right? Here's the get you got you when it comes to Derek. So Derek is opening up a checking account, right? How much money y'all think Derek got? Derek had $9,000. I was with the teller. I was with the I was with the banker, the personal banker. Where do you get this money from? Is it legal? He said yes, it's legal. He said in prison, he would be a personal trainer. He would bet. I'm like, that's not that legal, but okay. But he said he would bet and all that kind of stuff. He just stacked his money up. I was like, so you stacked up $9,000, but you and Monique went out, which I forgot to mention that to you guys last week. I thought about it after I edited and uploaded the video. So the situation with Monique and Derek, when they went out to the restaurant, y'all do know that more 9 times out of 10, Monique didn't pay that $500 bill, right? If it's on camera and they're filming, they have to get permission from, like, they can't go into no restaurant. They can't go into the restaurant. If y'all realize, a lot of times when they go places and they can't go in, that's because they don't have authorization to go in. So, because I saw a lot of people like, Monique really paid that $500. She didn't. Production probably paid for that because that was filmed on camera, and they worked out a deal, not like a deal, but they paid behind the scenes for it. But they probably brought the check up to show it to Monique so that Derek them can mention it on camera, and then the viewing public would think that Monique paid it. Now we know that Monique has paid for other things, but she didn't pay for that $500 dinner. So we then see Monique and Derek, so they're in the car, right? And Monique has this dank look on her face. Now see, I wanted to like Monique coming into this season, and here's my thing. I know a lot of people, myself included, well, not really myself included, I just had the questions, was she catfishing Derek? Because I know everybody on social media now is wanting to say that Monique catfished Derek. Let's be real, you guys. She did not catfish him. You guys go back, because that's why I asked it in episode 1 when we first met them. Because the first episode that we met Monique, we saw that she was a big girl, right? And y'all remember Monique was talking about how she sent Derek, just her boobs, her vagina, and her ass, right? but I'm pretty sure she sent her face. Now people are talking about the pictures that she sent Derek were heavily filtered. No, the pictures that she sent to WeTV were filtered. She sent WeTV's the production company behind this show. She sent them all of those filtered pics for her, for her profile. That's what she did. I don't think she sent Derek. I don't know if she sent him, filter pics or not. But what I do know is Derek knew she was a big girl, because if you guys go back to the first episode, we met Monique and Derek, that she went to the doctor to look into getting the weight loss surgery, and the doctor was talking about her weight then and there, and Derek was on the phone. So Derek knew she was a big girl. Now, did Derek know how big Monique was? Probably not. But he definitely knew that she was a big girl, right? So also where was I? Where did I see this? Oh, my cousin posted this on a Facebook group that we're in, where I think it's Elizabeth and Aubrey, actually it was both of the sisters, Elizabeth and Aubriana, right? So they were on live and they were talking about a scene that's coming up in Life After Lockup with Monique, where they got into a fight and they said that Monique jumped them. Monique and her friends jumped them. If y'all watched the episode last night and y'all saw that commercial, you guys saw that Monique and them sisters definitely did get into a fight with each other, right? And Eris and, god dang it, Eris and what's his name? They gonna be on Life After Lockup too. So Monique has a stank look on her face. So Derek was on the phone with his sister and they hung up, right? And then the sister texts Monique, just going off on Monique. And Monique is in her feelings talking about she's not the one that's trying to keep Derek away from his family. I'm like, girl, you said it in a previous episode that you're going to do everything you can to keep Derek away from his family, but set yourself off, Monique, right? Monique and her insecurities are really what's bothering me, because when they were at the bank, Derek was talking about this. He said he helped somebody, a girl, with cryptocurrency, but then he said it was his cousin's girl. And you could just see the insecurity just written all over Monique's face, right? So Derek, he told his sisters that he's basically just trying to focus on his relationship and his life, right? And he's basically saying to them, not worried about the people that weren't there for him. But see, Derek, I like Derek, but I gotta call a spade, sir. Just like your sister said to Monique in that fucking text message. You the one that put yourself behind bars, not them. So why do they have to stop their lives because you're in jail? It's the selfishness. It's the selfishness for me. I get that you want people to come and visit you, but people are taking time out of their lives to do that. You're the one who did the crime, so why should I then have to give up my weekend or my week to say, let me go see my brother. Let me go through this whole process of having to go to a fucking prison and go through all these checkpoints. Why should I have to subject myself to that? No, you did it. We can write you. I can see you on, if they do FaceTime or whatever, I can see you that way, but I'm not gonna just alter my life because you did something stupid, right? Just how I feel. So, and like I said, I understand the sisters, right? So Derek at one point told Monique not to respond to this shit, but Monique wants to keep responding to it. The other question that I have is, so Monique was talking about the fact that his sister Elizabeth was on Instagram and she posted a picture of Derek and she was basically asking for all the bad bitches that my brother just got out, come holler at him, right? And I'm like, why are you on her page? First of all, why are you on her page? Secondly, why does that bother you? If his sister is trying to find the girls for him, you shouldn't be worried about it, because you should be like, okay, bitch. First of all, I wouldn't even been on that girl's page like that. That's number one. I would not have been on her page. Number two, I wouldn't respond to it, and I wouldn't acknowledge it, because he with me. So you can find whatever bad bitch you want to find, but he got the bad bitch right here. But again, that goes to Monique's insecurities, and I don't think Monique is comfortable with herself as a big girl. That's really what it is. I don't think she's comfortable with herself as a big girl, but also Monique has a nasty ass personality and spirit, and it just radiates ugly. Not saying she's ugly, it just radiates from her, and it's just not a good look, right? So at one point they went to a gym, and Again, the sisters are messing with Monique. I'm like, girl, do you not know how to block people? The fuck? Monique wants, and see, here's my issue with Monique. This is my biggest issue with Monique. She wants to go back and forth with these sisters, but then when they come back at you, you want to play the victim. It's bullshit to me, right? It's bullshit because let's go back to the first episode when we met the sisters. They technically didn't come at Monique with no rah-rah shit. Monique's sister is the one that came with the rah-rah shit. Like, let's keep it 100% a buck with each other. Monique and her sister were at the prison waiting for Derek. His sisters pulled up, right? Monique didn't, like, you didn't even have, like, what you literally could have went up to those girls and just introduced yourself and said, hi, I'm Monique, and that been that. But no, I'm not going over there to talk to them. And then your sister take her ass over there and ask them, why y'all here? So let's be real. Monique and her sister the one that kicked the bullshit off. And so his sister just fucking with Monique. And Monique, like I said, why don't you just block their asses? Like, you secretly loving this shit. And I'm secretly wanting Monique gone. Like, I can't stand Monique. At this point, I don't like Monique. I'm not gonna say any, and I see people making all the fat jokes about her. I think that's disgusting as fuck. I'm not gonna do it. But as a person, from what I'm seeing on this show, I don't like her. I have to deal with her for life after lockup. I would prefer not to deal with her for life after lockup. She's just a nasty ass person. Nasty fucking spirit. Ugh. Go seek therapy, Monique. That's what your ass needs, is to go see a therapist, because there is something seriously wrong with you. I know you lost your daughter, and I do feel for you for that one, right? But you need to figure out what them insecurities are and why you just have, your insecurities are making you such a negative, nasty person. That's what it is, right? So Derek at one point wanted to go see his grandmother. And again, Monique has been like, oh, I just don't like no. So they eventually go see the grandmother, right? She didn't like the way that Derek was talking to her, but I'm like, wait a minute. You're the one that's treating him like a fucking child. Shut up. Let's move on. So as they pulled up to the grandmother's house, the little sister, Adriana, she wanted to mess with Monique again. I'm like, bitch, why don't you just block her? Block her number. So here's where Monique once again lost me. She told her go take care of her kid. Monique, leave her child out of this. Her child ain't done nothing to you. Leave her kid alone. Because you would hate it if she said something about your child that is not even here. So leave the kids out of this. The kids ain't got nothing to do with this. Like, leave it alone. Because you would be mad. Like, Monique would be mad. You mentioned her child. You would be mad if she told you, go find something to eat, you fat bitch, or something like that. You would be mad if she mentions your weight. Like, you would be pissed off. Because you were pissed off when Elizabeth posted the picture of you on social media. So don't bring up her kid. Like, don't do that, Monique. Don't do it. Like, chill out. That's why I don't like Monique. So then Derek's cousin called, I guess because one of Derek's grandmothers is slowly passing away, right? So they left, went to a gas station. Monique was on the phone with her friend, and then they saw the cops come through. But then there was a car that was parked next to them, and they said, what's up, Derek? So the producers and them, they left, and then somebody was following them. Who was following them? I believe it's them sisters. Honestly, when it comes to them sisters, I want them to beat Monique's ass. I'm dead ass. I want them to beat Monique's ass. I'm sorry. If you guys like Monique, I'm sorry, but I want them sisters to just rag Monique's rag. I just want them to just tag Monique's ass. Just rag the shit out of her. That's it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, and share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.